What's going on, people? It is your boy Sven D coming at you with some Destiny. However, this video is not about Destiny per se. It's about gaming as a whole. Last gen versus this gen. More importantly, PvP versus co-op, and how games are adapting, how they are evolving, and the changes that we are witnessing before our very eyes. So, I was thinking about this. If you think about your fondest memories from the last generation of gaming with the 360 and the PlayStation 3, for most people, I would say for 80% of people, the most fondest memories they're going to have are in a Call of Duty title PvP multiplayer game mode. So, really, if you think about it, all games have been largely built on beating the shit out of one of your friends, family, or just some random kid on the other side of the planet, and that's awesome. That's great. It's releasing. It's just, there's nothing to really put a finger on how great that feels. It cleanses your soul, for God's sakes. But you see these games adapting. Destiny is a very, very good example because Destiny is largely reliant on cooperative gaming. I do not see how you could come and play Destiny and not do, or not even try or play the co-op. For one, I don't think you would really get too far in the game, and second off, it just takes away from what Destiny does best, and that is get together with 2, 3, 4, 5, however many friends, and work together to achieve a common goal. The Vault of Glass mission is perfect in making this point because all 6 people that you're running that mission with, you heavily rely on them in order to be successful in that mission. If 1 or 2 people dick off and don't really do what they're supposed to, aside from having fun, you're gonna get fucked up and you're gonna get the shit beat out of you. So, you look back into the last generation of gaming in this whole perspective on gaming and just having these games throw a lot of their stock into co-op, it wasn't there. I think back on even going into the near future, you have Assassin's Creed Unity, the first ever Assassin's Creed title that's going to be featuring a cooperative storyline. You go back, Assassin's Creed has, let's see, there's Brotherhood. I can't even think of much. I'm pretty sure there's 4 to 6 titles on the last generation of consoles. Not one of them features a co-op game mode. They did feature PvP for the past couple, but none of them featured co-op. And even the PvP modes, that's not what you know Assassin's Creed for. The storyline there is what really draws me into that game. So you got Assassin's Creed, Far Cry 4 is coming out soon. Far Cry 4 throwing a lot of stock into the co-op, the whole co-op game type. You go back to Far Cry 3, co-op was present, but it wasn't one of their big modes, and it really didn't work well. Actually, their co-op mode sucked balls. I would rather get hit in the face with a 2x4 before I had to get on and play that shit again. And that's sad too because I loved the game, I loved the storyline. The PvP multiplayer wasn't too bad, but what I'm getting at is you see a lot of these developers and publishers now putting a shit ton of stock in co-op. And I think that kind of shows a trend and a change in gaming where the casual gamer is transitioning from wanting to beat the shit out of other people to wanting to work with people to complete or achieve a common set of goals. And honestly, for me personally, I've always enjoyed cooperative games more than games that don't have co-op. You can just see that if you go back through my videos like the Dead Islands and those type of games where you could play with 3 or 4 friends, I had much more fun with those than I did playing on, a multiplayer mode on Call of Duty. And it's not the fact that I didn't like PvP because that's all we had in the last generation. I grew to love it. Battlefield especially. That is still my favorite game, my favorite franchise of all time. I absolutely love it. And I'm never going to shy away completely from PvP, but these games that introduce co-op are going to be more and more and more and more frequent as time goes on. Going into the future, you have Homefront Revolution, you got Rainbow Six, you have Tom Clancy's The Division, the list is never ending, and you're seeing all of these games put a lot of stock into the co-op gameplays that they offer. So, it really shows the transition, a really big transition in gaming itself from last gen to this gen, is that co-op is becoming the in thing. It's becoming the it thing. And I obviously don't think that PvP is ever going to go away, especially because you're going to have those titles like Call of Duty and Battlefield where, I think co-op would succeed. Battlefield 3 did have a co-op mode, and I think that that mode in particular left people wanting a lot more because it was really good in my opinion, but having just two people kind of sucked on it, and they only had 6 missions. They never did anything else with it. So, in future Battlefield titles or Call of Duty titles, maybe we will see more of a trend of them introducing these co-op kind of game modes. And actually, I gotta say this, Call of Duty did have a co-op mode. That was Nazi Zombies, and look how huge Nazi Zombies was. That was probably one of the biggest things in gaming for a few years. I honestly am surprised that they never released a game with just Nazi Zombies in it, because I think it would have done extremely well, especially with the Call of Duty name on it. But let me know what you guys think about all this. Let me know if you enjoy co-op or PvP multiplayer better, and what games you're looking forward to that are going to be coming out in the near future. But anyways, we're going to be getting this wrapped up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me some feedback and recommendations below. And definitely leave me some ratings on that like button or that dislike button. It really doesn't matter. It's a good way for me to gauge how much I suck. So, if I suck a little bit, I know that I only got to change or tweak or improve things a little bit. But if you guys are just going to slam me and pound me in the ass with dislikes, then I know I better get my shit together. But anyways, guys, it's your boy Svenny-D. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.